Hi everyone. Today we're going to embark on a journey to become a better Dota 2 player. By the end of this video, you should have a much better understanding of how to play the early game. I am a 3K MMR player under the current MMR system with over 6,000 hours put into Dota 2 and here to help you grow and become better at Dota 2. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you know when the next video goes live. In this first episode, we are going to go over a replay sent in by TwelveSeven, our Sven here. The MMR ranges between 480 to 1280, and we're going to focus just on TwelveSeven and his laning stage for the first 5 minutes in this episode, and then we'll move on to the other lanes in the preceding episodes. So we're starting with a pause, and what I want you to do is I want you to tell me where each hero will go. So which lane will each hero go? It's important that you do this, and we'll get into why a little later. So please do that now. I'll give you about 10 seconds here while I just scroll through and just click on these guys for fun. So let me know when you're done. Oh wait, this isn't live, right? Yeah, so you can't let me know when it's done. So how about that? That's about 10 seconds, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you where I think they should be going. I think Necrophos should go middle. Phantom Lancer and Silencer, actually Phantom Lancer and Grimstroke should go top or safe lane for the Dire. Necrophos, like I said, middle. And I would like to see these two, Spirit Breaker and Silencer, go into the off lane. And for the Radiant side, I would want Arc Warden to go middle here, even though this is Grimstroke's icon, it's actually Arc Warden. And I would want Lich with actually just Lich in the off lane here. And I would want Ricky to be roaming, so I would want him everywhere, all over the place, scaring the Dire, making them buy wards. And I would want Sven and Lion in the safe lane where they can get good farm. So, did you have the same setup as me? If not, let me know why you chose the setup that you chose in the comments below. And now let's take a look to see where these guys actually go. Okay, so we got Sven heading to the top, it looks like.
Prepare for
Yep,
battle.
he's going top for, I don't know why he's going off lane, but he's going off lane with Lion, which the duo is good, but I don't know about the lane choice. Ricky, it looks like, is headed bottom. Arc Warden's mid, that's great. And we've got Necro mid, perfect. Grimstroke is going off lane. PL's just sitting here. Looks like Silencer's going top, but he could be the support top, and they might just have switched up the Grimstroke and the Spirit Breaker. Or sorry, Grimstroke and the Silencer. But it looks like Spirit Breaker's going top with Silencer, so it's most likely going to be PL bot. Or it just could be that they're contesting Rune, I don't know. And we got Lion here, and Arc Warden and Sven waiting for the Rune.
30 seconds to battle.
And then, okay, cool. The lanes, okay, so what it looks like happened was the Radiant were trying to get a favorable lane for Sven, or just trying to make sure that they stopped PL from farming. And it turned out that the Dire had a similar idea, and they just laned the other way. But I don't like the group ups that they chose.
Finally,
and this little fight doesn't really need to happen. Look at how much HP everyone lost, like for nothing, and mana, and they didn't even get the Rune. And now Arc Warden's walking over here. He missed his creep wave block, and so did Necro for some weird reason. But like I said, we're gonna focus up here, and we're gonna see what happens. So let's first discuss Sven's items. He is the carry. No other team member on his team is going to be able to dish out as much damage as he can later in the game. So this item choice, or these items, not necessarily the best, considering he's prioritizing mana and regen versus last hitting, and that could have been a kill. If Sven had just walked ahead of Spirit Breaker after that's done and attacked him from the other side, that definitely was a kill. So that's just a positioning error. Chances are I would have made the same mistake. It's very hard to to figure out exactly how much HP is going to be left after a few auto attacks as well. So it's tough. So I don't blame him for that one, but it could have been a kill. This I do blame him for. There's no need in spamming your abilities at level 1, guys. Do not spam your abilities at level 1. That is the lesson that you should be taking away from this. Look at how low he is on mana. He has no HP, no mana, and he's sitting at probably 1 last hit. Yep, 1 last hit, 1 deny. Meanwhile, Silencer's got 3 last hits, and he's farming under tower, and he's gonna level up way before him. Actually, he didn't level up before him. He actually leveled up after him. My bad. But I thought, well, it doesn't even matter because Silencer's actually more farmed. So let's just take a look here. What is the current gold and net worth? Where's the net worth?
First blood.
We're gonna ignore all that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Silencer is about 100 net worth above. Now he's about 150 above, just because he's sitting here farming while Sven is running around trying to regen. And he could get his boots now, but he hasn't bought them yet. He could just get them from the secret shop here. Lion has left, and Sven is just throwing out stuns, taking damage. And now Silencer has a level advantage, and he can just sit back and auto attack. And Sven can't do anything. He needs to back up because his support's gone. That's the other thing. Leaving your carry, do not do that as a support. For Sven, I really think he should have gone Quelling Blade or Stout Shield instead of the Clarity and the 6 Tangos. This was a waste of a salve. As you can see, he's still got about
Radiant's middle tower is under
like
attack.
a fourth or just under a fifth of the salve left when he uses it, and he didn't need to do that to get into this lane. This mango is a pretty good idea because it lets him regen just as much HP as he's losing versus the Heartstop aura, because the Heartstop aura actually results in him losing 5% of his max, 0.5%, and here he gains 0.5% HP per second. So in that sense, it's a good item pickup, but he's already used up most of his regen, and he doesn't have his boots yet. I don't know why he still doesn't have his boots. Is he trying to use the courier? No, he's not. And he's sitting in a lane up against the Necrophos that's 1 level above, probably going to be 2 soon. Yeah, very close to 2. And he's up against a range hero once again, and he's also up against a burst hero. So this is not a situation you want to be in as a Sven, and now he just wasted his stun for no reason. He did not need to do that. He could have just walked back, and then he's also gotten rid of his mango. Did not need to do that either until he was ready to throw out a stun. He could have kept the mango, kept his HP up, and let's take a look at the net worth. Sven is the lowest net worth in the game, and the reason for that, 1, he's not focusing on last hits. Number 2, he bought items that did not let him last hit effectively. He bought items that were designed to harass the opponent, and in doing so also take damage, and therefore he needed to get a lot of regen to be able to sustain himself in lane, and he wasn't able to do that because his support left him. And then he went to a lane where the opponent was already ahead of him. There were a lot of decisions made in the first 5 minutes here that are going to result in him having a very, very, very bad game. And I haven't seen this game yet. I've just watched the first 10 minutes just to make sure that this replay will be good for you guys and you can learn a little bit from it. And I'm just focusing on Sven for now. There's a lot of content here, and we will get into the other lanes in the next few episodes. So he's finally picked up his boots at the 5-minute mark, pretty much. And he's sitting at level 4 with the Necrophos almost hitting level 6. The other thing that I want you guys to realize is you need to understand your opponents. You need to know the heroes that you're up against. So now that Necrophos is 6, he should not be running around with this much HP. He needs to make sure he does not take any damage, and if he does, then he's dead. And that ultimate for Necrophos, it kills you instantly, or it is a guaranteed kill if you are under, what is it? Where does it say it? And deals damage on based on how much life is missing. So Sven has 920 HP, so it deals damage based on how much HP is missing. 15 seconds, blah 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 blah. Okay. 0.6 damage per missing HP, so it pretty much does 1-to-1. So if he's missing, let's say 600 HP, he's dead. Guaranteed. Actually, a little more than 600. He would need to be just under 700 HP missing, I think. Yeah, at this point. And right now he understands that he can't get too close to Necro, but he also should understand that Necro does have a cooldown on his ultimate, so he's got about a minute where he can do things and have fun and farm. But he's just backing up. Necrophos is not seen in lane, and he's backing up. And what is his next item? Belts of Strength, so he's going for Treads, which is a good item. Preemptively uses the Fairy Fire. Now his last hitting potential is lower once again. And wastes a stun, and now he's gonna probably die. Yeah, I think he's dead. Nope. Getting close though. He's missing about half of his HP. If he goes in and he gets pulsed once, he is dead. One pulse will kill him now. And what is Heart Drop Aura at? It's at 2, so he's losing 1.1% of his max HP every second when he's near Necrophos. So let's see, what's that range? So as soon as he gets into that circle, he's going to be losing that HP, and there it is. So now he's losing HP at 2.2, and he's only gaining it at 1.1. So he's losing HP, 1 pulse, and it's over. He should not be going near Necrophos at all. He should be backing up and focusing on getting last hits under tower, but now he's dead. Bad move. So, once again, know your opponent's abilities. I didn't know the exact numbers on Necrophos. All I know is when I'm under 50%, I don't want to risk getting too close to Necrophos, especially when I'm under leveled. Sven is level 6, Necrophos is level 8, and he's almost got his Dagon. Or no, he has his level 1 Dagon. That's pretty early timing. 7 minutes in. So Sven left his safe lane, or off lane. He should have been in the safe lane from the beginning. Went to mid, was under leveled, died twice. Now he's just dead for the longest time because each time he dies to the Reaper's Scythe, he does go down for a longer period of time. And now he's back to top. And Lich could have been level 6 by now if he just stayed top on his own at the beginning. And this is just another waste of a stun. His stun is level 2, he's just throwing it out willy-nilly. Should not be doing so, should be focused on farming. If anything, I would like to see that stun hit creeps as opposed to the opponent at this point, because what Sven needs is farm. Nothing else matters right now. I would even recommend going jungle at this point. Like, you don't need to be in lane. You're probably going to die in lane every time you're in lane. And he's going to throw the stun out, I'm guessing. Where's the stun? Where's the stun? Nope, not throwing it out. They're gonna dive, and he's dead. Bye bye.
Killing spree.
And Lich just sat back here. Doesn't have level 6. Would have had level 6 if it laned properly. Now Sven is down again, and I think he spent about 4 minutes of the game. And this is not a good idea. He almost used his did he almost use his ult? No, he didn't even get it. But Sven is still dead, and he used his TP to go to top lane, so now he's gonna walk. It's off cooldown now, but there's no point. Still doesn't have boots or treads, and he uses his TP now. Bad idea, I think. That's a waste of a TP, especially considering he could have walked up and probably still been in lane to get some XP. That being said, things to take away from this initial game, and I know I went off track a little bit, I'll try to be more focused next time. As the carry, what I want you guys to do is I want you to ensure that you get your safe lane, or you get a matchup that you're actually going to win. And this matchup was winnable. It was by no means unwinnable, but the decision making in wasting level 1 abilities, using up all mana, only having regen items, and actually for now I want you guys to stick with regen items. Don't go with anything like Quelling Blade or Stout Shield until you're comfortable enough in lane to know how much damage you're going to receive versus how much you're going to output. And don't use level 1 spells. Whatever you do, do not use level 1 spells. You need to understand when your hero gets spikes of power, and that's usually around level 3 for most heroes. So once you hit level 3, that's when you should be going for kills. Before then, you should be focused on last hitting, and that will make sure that you get a good early game. So do that for this episode. That's what we're going to discuss. And he needed to use his ulti there, and he didn't even use did he use Frost Blast? He did. Okay, So that's what we're going to stop with today. And in the next episode, we'll focus on the other lanes and see what went wrong there and discuss those and discuss the supports, because I don't see a single ward on the map from the Radiant. And I do see 2 wards from the Dire. They're pretty bad wards, but they're at least on the map. So we'll get into the other lanes next episode. Let me know which lane you want me to cover. Let me know what else you would like me to discuss. And I'll see you guys next time. Just remember those 3 points that I mentioned. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.